So I'm just having a little pity party. Not really. I'm trying to figure stuff out. My hair. I think a person is always in want of love of their parents. And when a parent is sick with mental illness, and I've addressed that issues with my children, and I've apologized. I think my last psychiatrist, when I was saying I want to help them financially, he said they need their mother to be well. He said don't worry about the money. He said they just need a parent that's well, and I do strive for that as best I can, and they do. My oldest daughter, I tried to tell her to go to therapy, and I'm sorry, and I did some stuff that was good. She's more in line with my sister. I don't know. I'm willing to talk about it and apologize and work on it. I'm happy to do that and admit when I was not correct in my thinking. My dad is not. Alan had hit me, and I saw him at the farm, and I said, I need some help here. I'm with an abuser, and my dad said, be careful what you say. Offered no help. He's told me I trashed the apartments that I painted. He's never been to an art show to support me. He tells me, he screams at me if he thinks I'm buying paint. He thinks that's throwing money away. I get condemnation from the man that I'm supposed to love the most in my life, my father. And there's always been a tight grip. And a lot of my eating disorder was because he scared me so much that I was going to gain weight and be unlovable. And needless to say, I feel so sorry for him that he's got a mental illness that was not treated or even being able to be treated up until probably the 80s. And his dad, a doctor, didn't know how to get him help. He went to William and Mary, he dropped out, he went to the Marines, and he finally graduated from tech, which I think was really tough for him. He could never make a living, enough money. My mother had agoraphobia. What do I sound like now? Some artist I'm thinking of. But my mom, she got help. She got on Wellbutrin, and she was able to be a confidant and somewhat of a support for me through my trials and tribulations. So much so that even though she had cancer, I put her on a dating site. We dressed her all up and took her photograph. And this really couple nice gentlemen from Charlottesville wanted to take her out on a date, but she wouldn't do it. And I gave her March, her dog, and found Paisley. So, does it hurt to have a dad? Look at my hair. Does it hurt? Beyond words. Beyond words, his mental illness hurts me that I can't fix it. I can't get him to see correctly. I am the evil demon, just like Hillary Clinton is. I'm sure he's a Trump fanatic, and he believes all the lies that Trump tells him. And I know he doesn't see me, and he makes it up in his head that I am the evil child that just wants to spend all the money into the ground. He can't get me on drugs. He can't say that. How do I resolve this? How do I make myself okay with this? He inherited a bunch of money, and he had told Hillary, my daughter, he's like, I'm going to pay for your college. I want to pay for your college. And then he told her, he said, I spent it all in the stock. I made some bad investments, like in gasoline. And Hillary said, she goes, Dad, I could have told him that. She goes, I'm a geologist. I could have told him that wouldn't be a good investment. So I think of the thousands and thousands of dollars he lost compared to the ones I lost or I did in painting. And I love my dad. He was the best man in my life up until I couldn't see any of his faults, even though he blamed everything on my mother when he divorced her. And then I saw him just dump me, never give me another penny. My Uncle Porter and my granddaddy paid my education. And he's got mental illness. So I can explain to the public that I do understand how someone with mental illness can try to destroy or not even try, just wreak havoc in a person's life. Untreated mental illness is it's a heartbreaking illness. It's heartbreaking, and there's just doesn't seem any way to get an 83-year-old man. So I try, even though that pain runs through my heart, I know that he won't admit that he has it, Oh, she's a golden doodle. She's a mixed breed. Okay, cool. Well, I'll be around. So, even though I got that great rapport with my audience, those inside hurts, the adult children of alcoholics or adult children of mental illness, we need to band together. And I don't think they have an adult child of mentally ill people, but we need one.